What's up, Pupper? Welcome, LA. Welcome Mig Dallas Santiago. Welcome, Kim. Broadcasting live from Louisville, Texas. Welcome, Nico. Welcome, Aaron, Leroy. Every day, every morning, every night, I do a live stream discussing the reality of the food matrix grid network that we operate under from the holistic perspective. So welcome. I will now be recruiting moderators. I am now recruiting moderators because I really can't start with the message until I have appointed moderators who, one, align with the free release of all opinions and information. Let's get you moderator status. So, who wants to be a moderator that believes in the freedom of expression? Anybody out there? Until I get some volunteers. We are in North Texas, Louisville, yes. Every day I do a live. Every morning, every day, every night. Anytime I get a chance. Anytime I have the energy. Which is a lot lately. I make it a point to... Hold on, let me appoint some mods. Dylan, I'm trusting you, Dylan. And before I begin, I just want to say that if somebody didn't take the skateboard from my vehicle in the last 24 hours, that I would definitely be skating right now on this beautiful day, 70 something degrees in Texas. Holy shit. Thank you, Dylan. Okay, so I have more time to just spend the energy I would have spent here. I'm gonna put it all on the live, okay, guys? So consider it a blessing that the energy I normally expend to do what I love, I'm gonna switch it from skateboarding to presenting the holistic message. Let's go. That would have been nice to watch. I've got some videos, it's whatever. Like, skateboarding is, it's a personal practice for meditation. For me at this point. Okay, so let's get into the holistic perspective on the food matrix grid network. Because had I not questioned this perspective by questioning my addiction to processed foods, if I didn't make that one simple thought or choice that led to me halting processed foods, you would not be seeing this live stream at this moment. And Dylan, these are the kinds of comments that we need to, I got you on this one, but we're gonna go ahead and block him. He was following, waiting for a chance. And like I say in every live, I manage multiple streams of income, which I've developed. I wasn't able to reach this point without stopping my addiction to processed foods, which included me. I had to get out of my 50 to 60 hour work week. I had to cut out the use of processed foods. That's okay. Sometimes I do need a safe space, I'm not gonna lie, because love me or leave me alone. I don't bother anybody on their page. I can't even speak properly. Why listen to me? Honestly, if you've watched my lives before, it takes me a minute to warm up. I'm a little hyped right now. And I was triggered by a comment. So, if you can excuse me, this is why I like to gather my mods first, because, okay, Thank you, Sam. Rico, it's a process of detoxification is probably what you're noticing. If you're looking closely, you will see signs of detoxification because I live a detoxification lifestyle. So as I was saying, this live stream is brought to you by my choices to cut out processed foods. Being stuck in 50 to 60 hour work weeks myself previously 7 years ago, as someone asked, that is a job. Blue, no. Okay, so 50 to 60 hour work weeks. Those are jobs that are detrimental and harmful to the human spirit. And that was affecting me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on every single fiber of my being. So I had to ask myself this question. What am I doing that is contributing to this enslavement? And you don't have to ban Nick. If somebody says, if people are saying like, people can say, people can have their opinion, Dylan. Like, I don't want anybody silenced for an opinion. The only people it's just blatant disrespect. Just ban those people or mute them. Opinions are welcome. Not everybody is going to agree with my lifestyle, and I appreciate that. I respect everybody regardless. And I ultimately promote free speech. The only reason, guys, that I have to have moderators is because the live will get flagged. So I just have to have moderators on deck. So if you are interested in becoming a moderator for the duration of this live, please reach out, and I will, if you believe in the freedom of expression. Look, Nick, I'm already telling you the reasons why I have them in place. Okay? Nico, kickflip. Look, somebody stole the skateboard out of my car, I guess last night. So instead of skateboarding today, I decided to use that energy and go live. So maybe I'm a little hyped. I need to bring it down because I wasn't ready to come out here and speak. I was ready to let some aggression out. Because honestly, I'm fed up with the food matrix grid network. I'm fed up with the food matrix system that keeps people stuck in a state of fear. Like I was, okay? Using food to quell their emotions, to stimulate their energy. Let me tell you guys something. Food only stimulates your energy. It does not give you energy. Food reminds you of your energy. The stomach is the size of your fist, okay? So when you're eating 3 times a day over the size of your fist amount, and the average kid's meal is 5 times the size of your fist, we are in a state of gluttarianism. We are in a state of gluttarianism as a society. That's an autopilot mindset. That's a zombie mindset. And it is keeping people trapped beyond their true potential. So that is me unleashing what I needed to skate. I needed to skate before I came here so I can calm down, okay? But since I wasn't able to skate, there are going to be periods of outbursts, okay? I'm sorry. And Vinny, you're blocked, but maybe you'll be back. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to recollect. So I am fed up with that paradigm. And I could only escape it by questioning my own habits. I can't blame anybody for this. I had to realize that ultimately we co-created this. We agreed upon this at some point due to trauma, due to fear, due to whatever circumstances we went through as a species who we don't know who we are, or purposely our history has been purposefully erased and manipulated repeatedly. So I had to ask myself, how am I contributing to what is keeping me at this 40, 50, 60 hour work week? And the answer for me was processed foods, my food addiction. And I began to realize, working in the food industry, that I wasn't alone, that we are a glutarian-based society. Look, you know what I've seen working in restaurants before? I have literally seen someone have a heart attack, hit the floor. I've seen them get gurneyed out of the restaurant in front of everybody. Horrific experience. And then people just go back to eating the food that caused this man to leave. Witnessing insanity. No, I haven't. I'll just mute you, but yes, I have. I won't block you, I'll just mute you. No shit, people die of a heart attack, okay? They do. That is the processed food grid matrix. People choose the holistic plant-based lifestyle to cure and reverse the diseases of the processed food lifestyle. I've weighed the same for the past 10 to 15 years. I couldn't gain weight when I ate processed foods. The only thing that processed foods did to me were take from my energy. If you guys have watched any of my recent videos, I eat mostly fruits. When I'm eating fruits and I wake up the next day, or if I'm eating fruits, it doesn't take away from my energy. And I'm very, very specific, and I guard and protect my energy. Because there are people out there who want to use my energy so I can stand at a counter for 50, 60 hours a week so they can spend the time with their families. So they will use money to entice me to do these things to benefit their freedom and their advancements. So I had to ask myself, what is it that I'm using their money for? That is my right. It's the processed foods. If you do it right, once you get on the fruits, people say vegan, plant-based is expensive. That's when you try to use it as entertainment. Okay? So when you're eating fruits from the farmer's market, okay, you're getting a deal every time. You're not spending crazy amounts on food. You're spending a manageable amount on food. Finally, if you guys check a look at how much you spend, I had to, and it was like almost more than rent, or no, it was way more than rent at the time, because I lived in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and rent was nothing. Rent was literally nothing. Shout out to Bowling Green, Kentucky. I've been speaking for the past 10 minutes straight, sectors. I think you just entered the live. What's up, Vanessa Kennedy? How are you doing on your personal spiritual maintenance journey? I trust you're working on it every day and building up that consistency that it takes to remain present and aware. Bless everybody in the live right now. I'm sorry I'm not reading comments right now. I will scroll up in the comments in the next 5 to 10 minutes. There are a few points that I need to make about why do you see this person walking around right now speaking. I wanted to explain why you are viewing this. Because this person, my name is Christian. Nice to meet you. I had a battle with food addiction. There was times I couldn't drive by restaurants I would feel an energetic pull every single time, the energetic pull just from driving by. I would eat fast food 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week, multiple times a day. I suppose that is just the average American lifestyle, or maybe I was an extremist. It's hard to tell when there's McDonald's on every single corner. I lost control of my will. I realized I was spending, out of the 60 hours a week I would spend at work, 30 to 40 hours went to this addiction. And I decided I'd rather be doing this. I decided I would rather be doing this, not ingesting the chemical harmful food substances, trading them in for whole plant-based foods over a period of the past 7 years, that has led me to this point to where I fast every single day until at least after 12 p.m. I am up from 6 in the morning. If anybody has seen my lives, they see me on here carrying the message at 6 in the morning. I'll do it. So I'm up at 6 in the morning until midnight, and I have been for the past couple of weeks. So if I'm in and out of the 3D, that is why. I am becoming lighter by the day, okay? But I am dehydrated right now. I literally am dehydrated right now. I'm gonna go get some water from my car. I'm walking there as we speak. Thank you. So I can't, this live is gonna be, you need a longer attention span than 30 seconds. But, so if you don't have that, I understand this is TikTok, okay? All of these lives are reposted to my YouTube channel, OnlyVan619. And it looks like my moderator needs some help. Are there any moderators who wish to assist my lone one moderator who is cramping in his finger right now? Any moderators? Kayla, I'm gonna assume that you believe in the freedom of information and expression. So I'm gonna grant you moderator status and trust, okay? So let's get Kayla. Wait, I'm sorry, Kayla, I lost you. Zam, you're the chosen one. What I just said, I assume you embody. Because there were a few mods last night who just kept banning people for having an opinion. That's not what I want. Also, depending on the level of personal attack, I can take that as well. It's when people start to just be blatantly disrespectful and just to the message that is trying to be spread here. That is when I would like a moderator to maybe mute, possibly block, depending on the level of offense. I leave that up to you. Okay, so I appreciate the moderators. And let me just, you're right. I need to grab some water. Thank you guys. I was going to skateboard, and then I arrived and I realized that somebody had taken the skateboard from my car at some point, and now I will be live streaming instead. Okay. So the energy I was going to get out, this is why I'm scattered right now, because I need to skate sometimes before I'm able to do anything. Okay. And honestly, so that's why I started this journey in the first place, skateboarding. I realized I couldn't skate every day when I was eating the shitty foods. So until I cut those out, once I started to cut those out, I was able to maintain skating every day for 5 to 6 hours. It wasn't until I cut that out and I would have to take breaks. I would have to take breaks at a time, day by day, if I wanted to keep eating shitty food. No, this water is like 30 cents. This is a refillable bottle. But yeah, check it out. That's like my favorite water bottle of all time. I appreciate the reminders to drink water because, yeah, it's just, there's a lot of comments and it's just a lot of stimulation at once. So, and to begin with, the message is it's hard to know where to start. So I'll start where I began with skateboarding. I started to realize that I was losing my energy day by day. The longer I participated in the food grid matrix, the more I ate, the less energy I could spend here. And I couldn't trade this experience, my athletic ability. I couldn't sacrifice that to stay comfortable in the food grid matrix, the McDonald's, the restaurants, the processed foods. So look, let's see, I'm blocking that person. So in order for me to arrive at this point to where I manage multiple streams of income, okay, I had to stop eating processed foods. Okay, so let's see. Oh my god, let's see. I guess we need some more mods in here. Who's trying to mod, yo? My bad. Let me appoint some more mods first. Fuck. Any mods, just like raise your hand. Because it's really like the energy is scattered right now. Processed foods will destroy you. Vic, I'll mod. Thank you, Vic. Follow back. So I do lives every single day, and I don't want to drill the same points over and over again. So I don't know who was here last time. I know there's new people every time. I began cutting out processed foods to regain access to my energy, because I realized that processed foods would take that away. Once I filled up on processed foods, I would wake up the next day with a food hangover. My skateboard was stolen yesterday. Apparently, I got here and I checked my car and my skateboard is gone. So normally I skate and let out a whole bunch of aggression, and then I'm able to come out and speak in a calm, collected way. But as you can see, it's all good, you know, it's just how it works. I'm not upset. I looked at it as an opportunity to express my views in the live, and I'm still trying to find a way to calm down right now. So yeah, the moderators are gonna, I'll appoint a few more moderators. That's gonna give me some peace of mind to continue. Am I hungry? I don't get hungry typically until 6 or 7 at night now. It's crazy. And I didn't start out this way. Like I said, 7 years ago, I had to stop eating processed foods. I replaced those with whole plant-based foods over a period of 7 years. And that with the action of fasting as long as I could every day, and then breaking fast with fruit first. Okay, this practice over a long period of time has enabled me to access this state of being to where I don't consume solid foods until 6 or 7 p.m., which I will do a live stream of later, that consists of 100% fruits, smoothie fruit base, frozen fruit base with cut fruit on top. Okay, so I will eat that first before I eat anything, and I will juice first. I will juice every day as well. I'll make an orange juice on the live when I get home. Okay, and then sometimes after those two, when it's really late and I feel like I have the munchies, I will have a salad maybe, and then sometimes I do eat processed food still, okay? I do, like tiny bits, but from, look, 95% to 5%, okay? Maybe 90 to 10, but the transformation is clear. Anybody who knows me from 7 years ago, what do I consider processed foods? User, gosh, okay, so, okay, I'm trying to be, let's see, what do I consider to be processed foods? I'll pin it and I'll answer the question because that's important. If you're not going to the grocery store and getting your foods from the produce section, or if you're not going to the farmer's market and getting your selection from the farmer's market, anything outside of those two sources, unless you're growing your own food, that will all I consider to be processed foods, okay? Anything that comes in a wrapper, anything you have to put in the oven, anything you have to heat up, okay? Anything that is not a whole plant or meat. I don't advocate meat, but pure, like, grown meat, like, from a farmer, I believe that's closer to it's definitely closer to what we can handle than an Impossible Whopper from Burger King. So that's what I consider to be processed foods. Thank you, Zam. And that's a great question. I'll follow you back. That question shows me that you are interested in accessing your energy, and that's that's the type of people that I'm trying to reach out to. So when I do lives, it's a whole group of people, and a lot of people who are triggered in the comments, and I'm glad I'm able to calm down now, because I get hyped when I'm at the skate park, and I wasn't able to let it out. So if I seemed to be bouncing off the wall, that is definitely why, because like I said at the beginning, it is a beautiful day here in Texas. It's 78 degrees right now. It hasn't been this way for months, okay? So I was so excited, and then I realized that my skateboard was gone, so let me continue to calm down. And I'm only sharing my experiences based on my energy levels, okay? Every choice that I make for the past 7 years has specifically been to protect and grow and cultivate my energy. Every single choice that I've made. I'm not saying that I've never relapsed, because I have. I can post photos. I honestly don't think there was that much of a transformation besides my hair. I look like Steve-O. It's probably because I just shaved, but that's pretty funny. That's the first time I've heard that. Are you too skinny from what you're doing? I'm gonna pin it, because when I ate endless amounts of processed foods, I could not gain weight. I've always had a problem gaining weight. So even when I was trying to work out in high school, it was hard for me to. I couldn't keep it on. You know, it doesn't matter what I'm eating. So like this lifestyle for me, it didn't take away from my mass. All it did was make me lighter and give me access to more energy. Yes, I'm scattered sometimes. Yes, it's hard for me to collect my thoughts at times. There's a lot of stimulation. I'm a new live streamer, and I'm transferring all this content to multiple platforms in order to spread the holistic message that is under threat. Holistic doctors are being murdered by the dozens every year. So this page and this information is constantly under threat. Whoever wrote the food pyramid, okay, people who put nutritional guidelines, look, 3 out of 4 people get cancer. So I'm not going to align with the Western ideology of nutrition/medicine, and that alone is going to trigger people who depend on us to believe their lies. They depend on us to believe their systems, because without us in place, they will fall. So I'll go over a few comments. The food pyramid is a joke. Everyone's finally listening. I think that's because I'm speaking in a more coherent, calm, collected way. I'm finally calming down from the shock of arriving to this amazing skate park on a beautiful day and realizing that my board is gone. As a skateboarder for the past 15 years, and that was a new board too. I just got that board. There was not a chip on it. So anybody who skateboards just felt something, like they felt what I'm going through right now. Was the vet helpful? They were helpful. I took an antibiotic from them and I expressed my concerns. But they were helpful ultimately, yes. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah, you are just, I see you out there, Deborah, doing some work. You posted about October 4th being the day that all the vaccine takers turned into zombies. What happened? Let me pin. I did a live that day. I never made a post about it. So I don't know if there's a lot of other dread-headed, hippie-looking people on TikTok you might be thinking about. I'm not the only one. You don't look or sound well. I've been speaking nonstop for the past week, and I've been getting an average of about 4 to 5 hours of sleep, so don't expect me to look 100% rested. I'm putting in overtime work to insert this image onto the smart grid while I'm still here, because I will be back off the grid in a matter of time. So I'll go over some few comments. Imagine going to a skate park without a board. Spicy windy, I'm telling you. I'm looking like a clown out here, just walking back and forth, talking to a screen. Who do you think was in your car to take it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Somebody took it. The car is gone from, the board is gone from my car. I don't know if somebody took it. It's gone from the car. I'm not sure. So, yes, let me pin the comment. Dinkelberg, I don't know if it's a troll comment, but it's relevant. Did you just survive from being lost at sea? Well, that's a good way to look at it, because I did embark on a journey when I quit my job 7 years ago. It was like going out onto the sea, because when I realized I had an addiction to processed foods and I needed to stop or it would consume and take over my life, I worked 60 hours a week for 6 months straight, bought a van, put a mattress in it, and I set out to sea. I set out to see what I was capable of and what is really happening, what is really going on in the world. I set out to see. And this is what I found out. 1, you need money, obviously, to not as much as they tell you need. Because half or more of that money, I guarantee you, is going to feed your addictions. Okay? So number 3, I realized making money is as easy as you want it to be. You attract the money, okay? And there are many options to make money now in 2023. If you're not making money online in 2023, then you can do it very easily in the course of a month or a day. Come on, Blue. Okay, so he asked me about being out at sea, and I wanted to reiterate the point about how did I make money when I was out on the sea, though. I'm not just going to be able to make it from Virginia Beach to Ocean Beach with no money. How did I do that? Well, this is how I achieved that so-called impossible goal as a so-called hippie with dreadlocks. Look, common sense will get you so far in this world. National parks. I worked at 3 or 4 different national parks. They paid for my housing. I was able to discover myself in some of the most beautiful, desolate parts of this country, away from the effects of the smart grid. The last pristine places left on this planet Earth, I was immersed myself in like a worm goes into a cocoon, lost at sea. Okay? And James just earned himself a nice block. I'm sure he'll be back on another ghost account. What a fucking creep. That was the most disturbing comment I've read in a while. Okay, so, wow. All right, so to experience what I've done, lost at sea, to get back to the troll's point, I believe that was a troll comment, but sometimes trolls bring up good points, and that's why I don't want them all banned or even muted. Some of them bring up good points in the conversation, and it only takes a spark to change their mind and to convert them back. I'm on the grid right now. I have karmic family ties to the smart grid. I have no choice, my friend. Worms don't go into cocoons. You know what? You are probably right. Can you tell me what I was... You can correct me at any moment. What am I going to do when I'm 60? I am going to be a breatharian. When I'm 60, I will become a breatharian. I will survive on maybe a couple of juices a month. I will become a breatharian at age 60 or before that. That is my ultimate goal. That is humanity's natural state. I know I just skipped to the end, I went from the beginning to the end, but that's okay, because if you're just hearing the word breatharian, your head might have exploded. Oh gosh, okay, we have this guy. When somebody uses all caps, That is a parasite being severely triggered. That is a parasite in the network that is reaching out to other Mr. Smiths for backup. Because when you mention the word breatharian, the parasite is shocked because you're no longer feeding it its fuel source. Okay, there's a lot going on here, guys. I know this is a clusterfuck of a live, but that is what we are dealing with in the food grid matrix network. Okay, look, parasites are one part of the piece that is being hidden from humanity. Let me give you some insight on what I know about the parasite, because Mel says a what? I assume so. Look, hello everybody, what's up, brain? Hello guys. And Mama, you're muted, but you can stay to hear about my insight on the parasite, which is this. I'm gonna get in the bowl, there's less wind. Okay, we're deep in the bowl now. We're deep in it. But it's still windy. Okay, so humanity is kind of in a waking state of happy-go-lucky. Stop and smell the roses. Life is so beautiful. Look at my dog right now. It's a beautiful world, right, guys? That's humanity on its good days. Okay, let's look at humanity in the best light. The parasite makes every single choice of their existence critically based for their survival and advancement of their species, which is to infiltrate the human body, drive their behaviors through the gut, through the mucoid plaque. They are able to nest and reproduce. The more processed foods you get in your system, the more they thrive and control your habits. That is why when I say breatharian, somebody will say all caps, because they are broadcasting the fear frequency to all Mr. Smiths in this fear grid matrix that we are waking up. Oh my God, it's so crazy, guys. Yeah, and if you're just seeing this shit, like, wow, I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, so I'll do a couple of, I'm gonna calm down a little bit because I can't really go off like that too much. I can't. Can I smell that? Spell that. Spell what? Locks. Okay, I'll pin this real quick. What you need to do to get locks like this, if you have naturally curly hair. If you have naturally curly hair, what you want to do, you want to stop brushing it now. You want to stop touching it. Don't do anything to it. They're called freeform dreads. At a certain point, I would say maybe, depends on how kinky your hair is, 6 to 12 months possibly, you'll start to see like tiny little curls. Separate them accordingly, and leave it alone as much as possible. Stick your head out the window and let it entangle. Let it go. Just let it go, bro. Just let it go. How do you spell breatharian? I appreciate you, Bad Mama. I'm gonna follow you back. Thank you so much. Look, guys, follow the live because I'm creating a network of holistic warriors. I need you to assist me on this battle. We need each other because we are up against the smart grid is already in place. But they can only survive if we let them. We fuel the smart grid, okay? A holistic warrior is follow the page. I explain I am creating a holistic warrior network and I need you guys to follow me. Just trust me for now. I can't say everything in one live, but check out these frogs that I just came across. Wow, there's a lot in here. They're trapped in the bowl. I'm gonna get these frogs out of here, guys, okay? There's 3. I'm gonna get the other 2 really quick. Cause it just rained, they got stuck in here. I'll read a couple comments while I'm doing this, okay? Welcome to the Frogs. Poisonous, I'm scared to touch it. I'm a little scared to touch that one. It's like neon blue almost. I'm gonna get this one, it's green. Who would have saved these frogs if I didn't stop processed food 7 years ago? Who would have saved these frogs, y'all? Okay, I kind of needed that distraction because I was going off, and like I said, guys, I can't say everything I want to say. Someone asked me how to spell Fruitarian. I'm sorry. I'm in Lewisville, Texas at the moment. Shout out to North Texas. I'm trying to pin my comment. I can't pin it. It won't let me pin the comment. There it is. So I said this word earlier, right? Let me calm down.
The nights go by, oh, the nights go by.
I said this word earlier, and what I was saying about parasites is just the word alone that I pinned will trigger so hard, because just hearing that word it strikes fear in the name of their heart, because they depend on a processed fuel source to thrive, to survive, to influence every decision that you make. So they are smart enough to where that if you read a word that they don't like 7-day juice fast, or like they're literally smart enough to influence your thoughts to be like, whoa, I don't want to do that. And I'm being like, for real, like seriously, like look up the intelligence of the parasite. They're the number one adversary for humanity. They're so intricately woven into your thoughts. How they control the human mind, I can't even say so much. Like, the live will be flagged. Do your research on parasites. So, because they're so intimately connected to the human gut and body that people, like earlier when I said the word Fruitarian, people will literally use all caps, broadcast the fear frequency in order to get this message stopped. Okay? They're using the fear frequency to combat the spread of free expression, free information. That is what the parasite does. They block you from expression. They keep you in a time loop, keep you locked in a time loop. Let's confront the parasite. How do you do that? Look, holistic warriors, any impulse action that you have that you cannot control, that is a parasite. That is driving your behavior, guys. If you don't have control over your will in an impulsory moment, then you need to understand that you have been hijacked. We have been hijacked as a species. That is why I am here, to help people to see. I realized that I was hijacked when I couldn't turn down processed foods. I realized I needed to stop. I needed to regain control of my will. And if I didn't make that choice, I promise you would not be seeing this live right now. And I'm gonna mute some people, but welcome to your own opinion. You can stay. Better not be sleeping at a park. I'll do a live stream from my home when I get back, as I do every day. Someone's always gonna make the comment about being homeless when they see dreadlocks. It's part of the fear-based programming. What I have to say to that is, when I realized that the first home was our body, and I could wake up feeling okay and perfect and great in my body without looking forward to the stimulation of the processed foods, I realized that this is my first home. Since that moment, I have never had to worry about a roof over my head. Let's praise the highest for that one. Thank you for all the immediate follows. Can everybody follow the live now who is in the live and is on the fence? I'm gonna persuade you at some point. If you have enough patience, I promise, if you go through the content of the page and you use your open mind without a bias, clouded judgments, you're gonna start to see the coding of the food matrix reveal itself to you in various ways. And that is the mission of my page, and that is the mission of the OnlyVan 619 Holistic Warrior Network. I'm gonna dive back down into the bowl because it's getting windy again. And look, let me see how much. Okay, the people who are saying I'm yapping, don't mute them. Don't block them. Remember, mods, let's keep the expression as free as possible. Only the utmost disrespectful, parasitic energies will be blocked and muted. So I'm open to being challenged. I'm not saying everything I'm saying is correct. Get the frog. Okay, Brian, I'll get the frog. Brian, if you see me seizing from frog poisoning, please dial 911, send them to Toyota of Louisville Railroad Skate Park. Because I'm about to touch this frog and I might die. Oh, dude, it feels so weird. It feels so weird. It feels like a toy. It feels like a toy. Oh my god. Ah! I think it's dead. Oh my god, he's dead, guys. Fuck. It felt really different. The other ones were really squishy. Why did that have to happen just now? Brian, look what you made me do, bro. Okay, I'm going back down. Okay, whoa, it's getting hot. Fuck. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me regroup here. Brian took a few minutes, but it was for a good cause. Okay, it was for a good cause. He didn't know the frog was dead. Let me recover a little bit. I've literally been yelling at the camera for the past 45 minutes. Hydrate, friend. I'm gonna walk back over to my water in just a few minutes. Don't touch my face. Do a kickflip. Somebody stole my board out of my car. That's why I'm sitting here at a skate park. Okay? I'll do a kickflip on the next live. You just earned an instant follow. I appreciate everybody in the live, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Holistic Warrior Network. Thanks for hearing the alarms and answering the call. Because I've been trying to reach people for a minute to just express this message, because the message is this. The message is this, for if you just joined specifically, the message is this. Surviving the food matrix is gonna require you to look within. It's gonna require you to fast. The revolution begins, Emily, when you want it to, when you're ready. The revolution starts when you put down your addictions. The revolution starts when you can drive by a fast food restaurant and not be energetically pulled to spend your money at a place that you know is raping and destroying our beautiful planet Earth and just enslaving souls. And from birth to death, these animals are facing their fate. Imagine being incarnated into one of those vessels. That could literally happen depending on your contribution in this life. Think about it, guys. The revolution starts. That's okay, Emmy. You're free to go. You're on your own journey. If you're still in the food matrix, I'm not. Look, it's a journey. I didn't just arrive here from 7 years ago, okay? I had to take steps out. Louisville, Texas, Annie, yes. Follow. I am in North Texas. I'm not a communist. How'd I get my start? Look. My start was when I broke my addiction. Look. My start was when I broke my addiction to processed foods. That's where my journey began. There was no start before then. There was nothing before that. It was only a loop of misery and pain and grief. And 40 to 50 to 60 hour work weeks with no end in sight. So I started from that reality to phase those processed foods, aka drugs, aka poison, aka we cannot ingest this stuff safely over the period of a long time and expect to thrive. Cutting that out of my life allowed me to end up here. Can I explain how I view the afterlife? I can in another time. LMAO. I look like a liberal. You'd be surprised that I'm the very opposite of liberal. Damn, I have one bar. Let me get out of here. It's the skate park bowl is blocking the signal. What do I do for work? Right now, I manage multiple streams of income. I make money online. I make money through various apps. And the key is I spend way less money. Way less money. So I have more money to spend from cutting out addictions. I look weathered. I am weathered. I've been from coast to coast. I fast as a lifestyle. I've been through the attack of processed foods. I've been through it, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna look like what I just came out of the womb. Your eyes are pretty, thank you. You starved for fun. You know what? I'll see you on your ghost account. Blocked. They always come back for some reason. Regardless, I'm a conservative, contrary to how I look. Maybe they're obsessed. Honestly, when people when they hear about the holistic lifestyle, it's gonna intrigue. It's going to spark interest, whether they're haters or not. They're going to be interested in the message for one of two reasons. One, because they wish to change their life. Two, because anybody who is attempting to do so, it is their job to keep them locked in the fear grid, make sure they don't attempt to do so, because they need as many souls as possible to keep this fear grid matrix system going. That is how they survive in this matrix. I've been to Germany. I've been to Europe. Look, I'm at Louisville Skate. How it happened. So I would be skating right now. Okay, so there's just some people. Let's see. I'm gonna go over a few comments because I've made the point to why I'm here. So I'm interested to see the group that has gathered to hear the message of the holistic perspective. Okay, so if you guys want to drop any comments, I'll read some. And I guess I'll be on for the next 10 minutes maybe. It sucks that I don't have my board right now. Like, fuck. I have a charger though. I might have to grab it. Okay, well then I'm gonna mute you, and some people actually do want to hear. So you can be muted and you can learn in silence. Or like, we learn from people's experiences. Look, yo, I would hit the bull right now. I just said somebody took my skateboard. My mom's at work. You probably do know me. They're at work. I don't eat dairy. I don't. I'm immortal, the same as you. I live with my girlfriend. I wonder, is there any relevant comments? Welcome to the live, guys. Follow the live if you're trying to align with a holistic perspective. Do I work? I manage multiple streams of income. I don't work for any specific person and never will again, or employer. I will work with people. So no, I do not have a 40 to 50 hour work job. I make money online. I make money on various apps online. Explain bioengineered food. I will. These are the kinds of questions that, like the personal questions, like, look, I'm not here to share my personal experiences all the time. I'm here to share the holistic perspective, which is this. She's asking me to explain bioengineered food. This food is, to put it simply, war on humanity. In 3 words, bioengineered food is war on humanity. Okay, so the more we ingest these bioengineered foods, we are changing our DNA to become more clone-like, less expressive, less creative, less human being. That's what this food does. It turns you into a smart grid matrix clone who will work 40 to 50 to 60 hours a week and never question, because they are operating under a fear. When someone asks them what they do for work, they will proudly say, I work 60 hours at Walmart, because they don't want to be shamed for breaking their addiction. So bioengineered food is just war on humanity. In a short, very brief answer. Detox and fast. I'll pin it. Detox and fast. Start hydrating on a cellular level, and then parasite cleanse. I don't think I can say the cellular word. Okay, I can, but not cohesively. Detox and fast. Okay, that's how I was able to arrive to this point. Fasting will put you in touch with your true energy, who you really are, without the stimulation of the processed foods. What do I mean by that? What does that even mean? Look, hold on. Wake up. Look, wake up first. Number 1, wake up. Like, you get out of bed. So literally, you're waking up from the bed, okay? This is a scenario for you if you're wondering what I'm talking about. Let's just say you just woke up. Look, you're in bed. You just woke up, okay? And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna have some breakfast because that's what I normally do. I have a bowl of Lucky Charms. Fuck yeah. Okay, hold on. Don't do that, okay? Don't eat yet. Don't stimulate yourself with any food. Go as long as you can without food, without any stimulation. Get in touch with the thoughts that come up, the impulses you have. Understand what is happening to you when you're having these cravings. Just sit with it. You're not going to understand it. Just be with it. Just be with it. And then when you can no longer take it anymore, because you're going to experience a lot of pain and grief and everything that the animals feel when they're slaughtered, you start to feel, because that is what happens when you detox. And when you fast, you go into a detox phase. So when you can't take it anymore, introduce fruits and start recovering. Okay? That's just like, I don't know, like, there's so much information. I'm trying to put it into like 5 sentences. Okay? So I'll just go over a few more questions. This is a holistic perspective. I look tired. That's because I am tired. I have been constantly doing lives for the past week. Okay? I've been up from 6 in the morning till midnight, transferring this content to multiple platforms in order to leave my digital imprint on the smart grid, because I only have a few years here on the grid to get this message out before you will no longer have access to me. I will not be on social media. So I'm doing what I can while I'm here to contribute to help shift the rest. And then people will take my place, and then it's a cycle. That's how it works. I've learned from people before me. Okay? And it's more than just coming on here talking. Like, it's not just me talking. In order for me to even arrive at this point, true work had to be done. Okay? Battling addictions. That's going to be harder than standing at a Walmart checkout line for 8 hours a day. Fasting for 8 hours a day is harder than going to work. So when we're talking about yapping and not having a job, try fasting and get back to me. If you haven't fasted for more than 3 days, your opinion, honestly, it's not that I don't care about it, but it's somewhat irrelevant. We want to know, where am I going? Well, right now I'm just walking back and forth under the shaded section of the Louisville skate park. I will be going to my house later to prepare a fresh juice, which I will be sharing with you guys. I create a fresh pressed juice to break my fast every day. Okay, that is what I have to break my fast. Okay, so I'll be having that. Where am I going when I leave social media? My bad. I'm a little slow sometimes. And that's just like, even when I ate meat, I was like, I'm an airhead sometimes. Where are you going when you leave social media? I can't release that specific location on social media, but I'm going to a place where you just have to go really far to get there, and it's just going to be basically off the grid location, because what's in store for the smart grid cities, what's in store for the cities left in America, you must conform to participate. You must pay to play. Okay? Average skater, you're right, dude. Average at best. But even that is an achievement for me. So the cities are in for a rude awakening coming up, and I'm from the country. I'm from Mississippi, a town of 300 people. So I will return to a small town because that is just where I'm more comfortable. I was extracted from that town against my will, and I was dropped in a big city, Dallas, Texas. And from there, I've been from Virginia Beach to Ocean Beach, coast to coast, all on my own will, through the act of cutting out processed foods from my diet. That is the only way I could do it. Anybody who resonates or not, anybody who's watching, follow. I'm creating a holistic network. I will follow you back. If I don't follow you back, message me, I'll follow you back. Okay, and so the topic already is so complicated, the food matrix grid, so bear with me. Okay, I'm trying to express the most knowledge I can in a way where people can understand, because I understand that people are still eating 3 meals a day like it's normal, but I'm trying to tell you guys that food only stimulates your energy. I'll make a couple more points. Some points that I make every live, and it might start to help you shift your perspective on the things that I'm speaking on. We are a society of gluttarian. The stomach is the size of your fist. When the average American is eating 3 to 5 times the size of their fist in one meal, with 3 meals a day, even the kids are doing the same thing, learning from the parents. Anytime you eat over this amount, you are decreasing your lifespan. You are increasing your chance for disease, especially if you're doing it with processed foods. Okay? I want everybody to Google mucoid plaque. I'm gonna write mucoid plaque right now because you have to see it to believe it. I could sit here and talk about it for 12 hours straight until my face turned blue and I passed out, and it wouldn't do anything until you saw it for yourself. So I'm gonna pin this shit. 1 second, guys. This is why, look, there's just so many. We have mucoid plaque, we have parasites, we've got this shit, we got that shit. Where the fuck am I supposed to start? How am I supposed, you know what I'm saying? Like, where am I supposed to start? And this person will be back. I'm blocking some people. Thank you, moderators. Can we all give, can we give a shout out to the moderators on the live right now? Because, for one, they are helping me get the message across and maintain my ability to express myself in a free way. So let's just give thanks to the mods. Thank you, guys. But what science facts are behind this? Let me pin it. Let me pin it. That was a good question. Hold on. This is a reactive question that when the parasite is triggered, the parasites are so intelligent that when you read words on a screen, something inside of them is triggered. It could elicit a response from you. This is one of those comments. But what science facts are behind this? She asks. Christiana. When 3 out of 4 people get chronic illness in our scientific-based nutritional food pyramid society, where people look to science, where are the scientists now when 3 out of 4 people are getting cancer? That's my question. So a holistic warrior is going to challenge the scientific perspective. When 3 out of 4 people are projected to get cancer, that's literally almost everybody you know. Scientific facts are bought and paid for. So that's my answer to that. And G-Fun is blocked. I'm sure you'll be back. But cancer is caused by so much more than food, right? Cancer is caused by the processed foods and the chemical supply and the food supply. Let's not get it twisted. 100 chemicals, over 100 chemicals are banned in every single country except the United States. Let's not act like our food supply isn't intentionally poisoned. Come on, Christiana. Come on. I'm not upset with you. I need you to think outside of the box here, because McDonald's, Burger King, eating 3 times a day of processed foods. Look, we are human beings. We are human beings. We are not genetically modified beings. Do you understand, Christiana? Fruit and vegetables, okay? Fruit and vegetables and plant-based substances that come from this earth. If you want to eat meat, I'm not going to knock you. Those whole food substances are going to be more conducive to the body. They're not going to cause damage to the body that the weaponized food supply does, Christiana. Can you wake up, please? I'm not look, I just need you to ask some more critical questions of the scientific community. For one, hold them accountable. You want to sit here and hold me accountable? Great. I'm a random on TikTok. Hold the people accountable who are in charge of the statistics. When 3 out of 4 people getting cancer, something is terribly wrong. Hold them accountable. Everything I share here is a perspective from the holistic community. The scientific community shares data that literally has people living in chronic illness. So hold the right people accountable. How did I get a phone? This one came from Verizon. I think it was free. I signed up for a plan where I had to do 12 months or 24 months. I know that was a troll comment, but I like to twist it up on them sometimes. You guys follow the page. How old am I? I'm immortal, the same as you, Clang Bot. I'm immortal, the same as you, and I'm going to follow you just because. Look, guys, can you all follow me? I'm going to pin this comment too. We have teeth meant for ripping, tearing meat. We'd have flat teeth like herbivores. Believe nothing 93. Can I ask you something? Okay, because we all know what a lion does, right? A lion will straight up destroy an antelope, use the actual canines that you're talking about to rip through the flesh of an antelope. I've never seen a human being do that before, believe nothing. Not in my entire life. So, why can't I answer the age question? It's not that I can't answer the age question. It's that I know, being a spiritual being of light, that when you cast a spell known as words, this English language, the act of looking at your clock and looking at the time, I know the power and the creative abilities of the mind. So I know that when I declare my age, I am limiting myself. I'm limiting my spirit by my command through my words. So I'm immortal, the same as you. Use sunscreen. I do not recommend sunscreen. Please do not use sunscreen, guys. If you want to use sunscreen, there are natural alternatives. I think coconut oil is a good one, but sunscreen from a bottle is straight up poison. Give us a range. I'll play a song. And then y'all are gonna know how old I am from the song. Let's see, give me a minute. Could it be that you're upset that you look older than you are? Could it be the opposite of that? You never know. I promise you would be, your head would explode if I told you, and you wouldn't believe how old I was. So that's why, honestly, I stopped telling. That's the real reason I don't tell people how old I am, because the reaction is the same every time. Oh my God, you're what? Oh my God. So no, I'm done with it. Okay. And plus, obviously, you cast a spell. Anyway, yeah. My guess is 35. That's close. Don't look a day over 45. 45 is a little bit closer. 22, you're being nice. 25, wow, guys, I'm flattered. I can tell you're close to 40. You guys are just, everybody has, yeah. So I don't come on here this is why I don't really get into the topic, because I really want to drive home the point about the holistic message, the holistic perspective. That's why I come on here. I appreciate and I'm flattered, but I believe that we are bound by our words. We are bound by our spells. We are bound by our actions. Okay, guys, let's start to question our daily actions, all the things we do on autopilot mode, all the rituals that we have. Let's just calm down and question why we do these things in the first place. I'll pin it. It is for this reason why I have decided I'm going back to school in January to embark on my journey of becoming a master herbalist, to support the holistic doctor community through the use of spreading herbalism and showing the power of healing through herbalism, tapping into the educative system so I can reach as many clones as possible. Because the doctors, it's not only the doctors, guys, their families are being murdered too, guys. Look up holistic doctor deaths. They're killing these people by the families, not just the doctors anymore. I can't believe what's happening to the holistic community. This is why I am creating a network of holistic warriors. This is why I relentlessly for hours a day will come on the lives and express my concern and views on the Food Matrix Grid Network. Okay, look, that's why I'm here. I realize that's my real purpose. Like, what am I gonna do? How much impact can I make working for someone else? Like, I'm gonna make a bigger impact on people living with less, okay? Living with less so I can enjoy more time, cultivating my energy, learning myself through fasting, through the holistic practices, through the holistic lifestyle, and then in turn sharing that gift, that discipline, that ability with others who wish to pull themselves out of the state of glutatarianism. Can I just be free to do that? Bro, you got a beautiful RV. Guess what? I've been living indoors for the past 4 months. So if you followed me while I had the beautiful RV, thank you. It was a beautiful RV. I still have it parked outside of my building. It's still there. Shout out to that RV, which allowed me the time to fast, to heal, to recover, to regain control over myself, to take back my own life. That RV was one of the biggest blessings. And it is beautiful. And it was a beautiful RV. Got the RV for $5,000. Total deal. And guess what? Guess where I lived in the RV? Southern California? Are you kidding me? I lived in SoCal in an RV. I was living the dream, and now I'm ready for the next part. I'm ready to begin. That dream, I fulfilled it. Now I'm ready to begin. I've done some self-work while I was doing that dream, and I'm ready to share how I ended up here, okay? From the holistic perspective. You said he was homeless. I mean, at some points I was homeless, so it's not like I can see why people say that. I still skate. I do. I'm at a skate park right now. My board got stolen out of my car. I just realized it when I got here. So if you were in the live since the beginning until now, wow, you have a very strong will and attention span to sit through that, because I was super antsy when I first got here. It's 70 degrees. It feels like San Diego right now, guys. It feels like San Diego for the first time. And I've been in like 100-degree weather for the past 4 months. And look, like, I was so excited to skate, and then I wasn't able to let any of that aggression out. So I was just bouncing off the fucking wall in the live, and I apologize. Go buy a new one. Yeah, the skate shops here in Texas they inflate the prices of boards to an extreme. I will be getting another board at some point, but skating is no longer my first priority. This has become my first priority. I have shifted. I am in the process of still shifting. I'm eating McDonald's watching this. I need to pin your comment, Matt, because I'm not gonna sit here and trash you, Matt, because look, this food that we have available to us is a trauma coping mechanism. So excuse me. So people are going to use these substances from time to time to cope with the trauma that they've experienced. And it's just part of the network that's in place right now. I highly encourage you to buy a McDonald's burger and just leave it out on your counter for the next 5 years. I highly encourage you to do that. Look at it every day. So when you are eating McDonald's, while you look at that burger, the one on your counter, right? Leave it there for 5 years. Next time you eat McDonald's, just see that burger and know that you're going to be dealing with that burger for a very, very long time. So if you're okay with doing that, I'm telling you, like, the cough part does not sound good. Look, I smoke weed. And I need to quit. I really, really need to quit smoking weed, guys. I'm sitting here telling people about the dangers of processed food. Meanwhile, look at me smoking weed every day. So we all have our own vices, guys. Like, I know I need to quit smoking, but I truly believe that some people don't know the dangers of processed foods. They don't know the detrimental harm that it causes spiritually, emotionally, physically, on all levels, to all beings. Look, it has been proven that people who consume majority fast food are just generally more violent. Come on, Blue, let's go. They're just generally more agitated, okay? Food is like one of the number one impacts on your emotional well-being. And a lot of people don't understand that. Medea goes to the food matrix. I don't get it, but it made me laugh for some reason. Especially them fries are so bad. Yep, I will get you a new board. I appreciate it. You don't have to do that, but I'm not going to decline a free board. If you want to, just DM me. Sure. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. What's up, Destiny? Look, guys, I'm going to need you guys to follow me. I followed SGW, who has 1 million followers. SGW, SGW, you're a huge influencer on TikTok. I don't know if you're going to appreciate the message that's being spread here. I could be wrong. Basically, guys, I'm going to answer a few more questions. Okay, Ashley. The routine, the route in. Ashley, POV, the routine, the route in. Ashley wakes up. Ashley normally eats at 9 a.m. Ashley normally has a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. But today, Ashley is ready to break out of her autopilot. So Ashley wakes up at 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. comes around, and Ashley, she's getting hungry. She's about to go into autopilot zombie mode and reach for the bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, and then she remembers that, wait, what happens if I don't do this? What is going to happen? So she decides to not eat, and look, she's going to be experiencing some withdrawals because she normally eats that at that time of day. That's her autopilot frequency. So Ashley is going to be going through withdrawals of eating, So she is going to sit with that as long as she possibly can. Until Ashley is just over it. She's going crazy. Ashley needs to eat some fruit, okay? Ashley should break her fast with fruit. Because that is going to slowly over time replace, instead of the Honey Nut Cheerio bowl, cut up and make a fruit bowl. Over a period of time, you're going to use the fruits to replace those processed foods, and you will no longer be stimulated by the processed foods. Once you are nourished with the fruits instead of stimulated, you will then begin to see that it is the fruits that maintain your energy at the highest level. The processed foods only stimulate you, and then it will crash you afterwards. You will become more sensitive to that reality over a period of time through continuing the use of fasting, herbs, juicing, smoothies, whole foods. Thank you, guys. Raw veganism is bland. I'm going to pin it. Bland ASF. Xandergat. Do me a favor right now. Open up Instagram and type in peace pies. Peace pies as in apple pie. Peace Pies in Ocean Beach, San Diego, California is one of the best raw vegan restaurants, if not the best raw vegan restaurant on planet Earth. And I promise you, if you go to the Peace Pies website right now, you will do a 360, you will do a 180 on your opinion. You will, I promise. Peace Pies, Ocean Beach, San Diego, some of the best quality raw vegan foods recreated. Lasagna, vegan lasagna, okay? Like, so many creative, beautiful dishes, all 100% organic, raw, vegan, okay? And it is some of the most beautiful creations I have ever laid my eyes on. So raw veganism is incredible. I must say, it's come a long way. What about the rest of the US? Asked Christiana. That is a good question, because right now I'm in Texas and we don't have anything like that here. Okay, so for this, Christiana, follow my page. I am going to be creating some of the best raw vegan creations that I have come up with through the inspiration of restaurants like Peace Pies and my travels throughout the United States, specifically Southern California. I will be showing what I've learned every single day, okay? Every single day and night, I come on here and share my experiences, because for the next 3 years, consider that my job. That is my job. I will no longer be here after 3 years. I'm putting in the work. So join me on my next few lives. I'm gonna be making a fruit bowl, and you will see that how delicious it can be, just preparing simple ingredients for yourself, okay? So follow for that, guys. I will follow everybody back who follows me. Message me if I don't, because it doesn't show me who followed me from the live. There's a couple of videos that are going off right now I'm getting followers from, but I want to follow back everybody specifically who follows the live, because we need the network to be strong. I'm not gonna put all this work in for nothing, okay? I'll pin this one. Luna has been a very helpful contributor to the discussion and to my mental well-being. So thank you, Luna Bell. Because she's a certified evidential wellness medium, herbalist. Luna Bell, look at you. Look at you watching a past version of yourself trying to come up into the holistic realm. And I appreciate you carrying the torch for people like me. Fruit is energetic and astringent, so good for hydration. What she means by astringent is, regarding what I said earlier about mucoid plaque, if you guys Googled that yet, the astringency of the fruit is going to start to dissolve that substance that humans walk around with unknowingly, 10 to 15 pounds of mucoid plaque. So the astringency of the fruits that Luna was talking about is going to start to dissolve this substance. You're going to start to eradicate parasites. You're going to realize that your energy was being blocked by the processed food gunk that you cannot absorb correctly. Now you have to do 2, 3, 4, 5 years of detox work to function as you were originally meant to. This is the holistic perspective. I'm not the first one to say this. Thank you for following. When you follow, you're following the message. You're following the holistic network. Please answer my question. Hold on. You've asked a lot of questions. I'm just kidding. Please answer my question on the poor communities not having access to this food, okay? Because I'm not, contrary to some people who think I'm trust fund babies, I don't come from a rich community. I grew up deep in the food matrix. I grew up eating Lucky Charms, okay? My parents didn't know any of this stuff. So poor communities are being distracted with entertainment. They're not watching content like this. So poor communities need to be reached through, that's complicated. Like, I don't know how to answer that. The best thing I could do is to say, share the information, because I've reached, actually just from sharing some of this information, I've actually reached people who've told me that they are failing their children and they've asked for my advice, and I helped one lady. She didn't even know that there was a farmer's market 30 minutes away from her, and guess where she lived? Guess where she lived? In one of the most nutrient dense areas of the country, Southwest Virginia. Have you guys been there? Have you seen the farms there? Do you know what produce is available there? So yes, there are poor communities, but if you drive 30 to 45 minutes outside of there, some of those areas have access to really organic, fresh produce. So it's a matter of like, just, you have to reach their mind first. You have to reach their mind. And that's why sometimes, like, that's why I feel like I'm pretty effective at reaching people's minds, because the way I look is just, people think it's just attention. I don't know. It's just so complicated. We just have to reach them somehow. Okay? Like, that's going to take a lot of people changing their lifestyle, and then we have more examples to draw from. So that's not one person is going to be able to solve this. The mind isn't the issue, it's the money. A dude with the username your mother. That's right. You are sincere, thank you. If you're tight on money, learn to grow in pots. Eat beef, says Maverick. Who says dreads are only for black people? I'm mixed with black and white, if that matters. I don't think it matters. Farmer's market is so expensive. Fasting saves so much money. Let me pin it. Deuce. When people ask me how what I do, it's like, fasting has afforded me to do so. Fasting has afforded me to be here right now. Without fasting, you wouldn't be seeing this. Without fasting, I would be eating and I would be having to work 40 to 50 hours a week to sustain that version of myself. Without fasting, this doesn't exist. Fasting led me to this point. Saves so much money too. Yeah, it really does. Your voice is so comforting. Thank you. What is your fasting schedule? I'll pin it. It's taken me 7 years to get to this point, by the way, Michelle. I don't expect anybody to do this at all. Every day I wake up and I stimulate my system with Tulsi tea first. So I drink tea in the mornings. Then around 12 o'clock, which I'll broadcast here, and then, it's already 1:30. It's 1:30 p.m. I haven't eaten yet or made a juice yet. I try to have at least a juice by this time, but here I am on the live. So after the juice around 1 o'clock, which I've already missed since 1:30, and I've been up since 7 a.m. this morning. I slept in today. I'm normally up at 6. So after the juice, around 7 or 8 p.m. lately is when I've been making my fruit bowls, which I will also go live for, which I mentioned to Krishna earlier. I will show you guys my creations, how I create a beautiful, nourishing plate of food that when you take in, it's going to fulfill every single sense, and then it won't leave you feeling like you just got raped. I'm going to share my creations with you guys, okay? So that is my schedule. And if I'm feeling emotionally triggered or weak, I will turn to processed foods. I am not completely free to processed foods. Sometimes I have a few chips that are in the cabinet. Sometimes I'll have some dairy-free Ben & Jerry's ice cream, but it's nothing like it was before, where the majority of my diet was 90% processed foods. And that is my schedule. And thank you for asking. Hello from Florida. Poor dirt farmer. Hello from Florida. What part of Florida? Because, sorry, I actually need to breathe as I speak. Hello from Florida. I actually used to live in Tampa Bay. Plant City, to be specific. And shout out to Plant City and the friends that I've made there. There's a Plant City friend that my heart goes out to. Shout out to Florida. I'm in Plant City Holler. Plant City is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Viviana, I'm following you back. I'm in North Texas right now. This is being broadcast from Louisville, Texas. And this guy's over it. He's over it. What do I think about the ice wall? I'm gonna ask. I think about the ice wall. I'm gonna follow you just for that because I love the way you think. If you go on my page, Maroon, follow me right now. If you go on my page, Maroon, and you scroll down quite a bit, you'll see some of my posts about the ice wall. I think it's crazy. I think the ice wall is, I think that it's real. I wish that we had more access to see what's going on there. But I also think it's super interesting. Someone asked me the other day, if you could visit one country, which would it be? You guys answer in the comments. If you could visit one country, which one would it be? I answered Antarctica. So something about that area is just driving my curiosity. I'm gonna turn on some music. Give me a second here. Hopefully the live doesn't get cut off. Okay, cool. And we're back. Antarctica, Jamaica, Switzerland. A country where I'm not. I'll pin it. Okay, well, I'm in the United States, so stay far from the United States. And Antarctica. No, don't go there, because that's where I'm trying to go. James. You're a funny one. Hit my inbox if you're interested. Africa. Ray. I just followed you for that one. That's what's up. Ivan, I'm going to follow you. Because you know what's up. Yeah. Australia, okay. Yeah. Kenya. Welcome to everybody in the live. I'm recovering from yelling at the audience for the past 2 hours, yelling to them about the detriment of the food matrix grid, and here I rest. McDonald's. T-Wade, I'm following you because there's something about you, T-Wade, okay? There's an interest in your mind. You're wondering why this live is being broadcast right now, and that's enough for me to follow you and to shift your perspective. What am I drinking? This is distilled water. KFC. KB91. What's up, KB91? Those are my initials. Okay, guys. I need people who are watching me to follow the page. Follow the page because right now I'm taking a break. But if you follow the page, you are going to hear my perspective on the Food Matrix Grid Network. I've made it my mission from here on out for the next 3 years to come on every morning, every day and night. You will see me sharing my perspective on the Food Grid Matrix Network, discussing humanity's role, I just blocked someone, sorry. Discussing humanity's role in this Food Matrix Grid Network, where the majority of humanity resides at the current state of Fruitarian. Can I just show you guys where I'm at right now? Look how big this park is. And I'm the only one here. I'm the only one here at this park on this beautiful day, guys. I believe more people could be here. I believe more people would be out enjoying this existence if they weren't addicted to the processed food matrix grid. That is my true belief, guys. That's, my heart tells me that is true. So I come out here because they are working. Aaron, let me pin it. Because they are working. What are they working for, Aaron? They are working to fuel their addictions to the food. okay? All I'm asking is for people to question their participation in this network. I know people are working. I was working 50 to 60 hours a week 7 years ago. I would not be here able to broadcast this information if I didn't stop my addiction to processed foods, and that is my message. I chose to work on cleansing myself from those substances, replacing them with affordable healing foods, whole plant-based foods, real foods designed to nourish instead of stimulate. So Aaron, they are working to fuel their addictions in most cases. That was true for me. I'm not saying it's true for everybody, but I believe that most people are blindly working to fuel their destructive addictions. I do believe that, Aaron. Erica, I'll pin it so you don't have to. I'll pin it so you don't have to work so hard. The consumption is fuel. The more you consume, the more you will be working for someone else. The less you consume, the more you can invest in yourself. Let's say it again. The less you consume, the more time and freedom you have. The more time and freedom you have back for yourself. The more you consume, the less freedom and time you have for yourself. It's simple. Okay, so the planet is flat, pretty much. That's my main point. One more time, I'm gonna say it. One more time for the people in the back. The more you consume, the less freedom you have. The less you consume, the more freedom you have. Did I say that right? Facts, but shouldn't be your whole life mission. I've made it my life mission because of my addiction to the processed foods. I was heavily traumatized to the point to where I personally used processed foods as a crutch to help me exist in this reality. So it is my mission because there must be other people like me who are struggling that way. I know I'm not the only one, Abraham. That's why it's my life mission, Abraham. I've made it my life mission for the next 3 years. I think he's homeless. I'll mute you. You can learn in silence if you'd like, or you can leave. I went over the homeless thing in every live, so you're muted. Practicing Breatharian. So I said this word earlier. Oh shit, I muted you. I didn't mean to mute you. Fuck. I meant to pin the comment. I said Breatharian earlier and someone got triggered. Breatharian is just a perspective of the human potential. There are already Breatharians that exist. If you go to Nepal and the Himalayas, they're already there. The monks in Himalayas, they are practicing Breatharianism. They are holding the frequency for us at humanity. If it weren't for the Breatharians in Nepal right now, humanity would look a lot different. So they are holding the frequency really high and allowing us to experience gluttony, while there are those who try to climb out and try to pull those out. They're holding us. I look up to them. It's a circle of life, guys. I can't just explain it in words. There's so much going on. What's a Breatharian? What is a Breatharian? A Breatharian is somebody who gets most of their nourishment from just breathing. That doesn't mean they never eat. Maybe they'll have a juice. Maybe they'll have a juice once a week. Maybe they'll have a juice once a month. They understand and have realized their potential to harness energy from the air as we are originally designed to do. We were tricked into believing that we need to stimulate ourselves with food 3 times a day or more. That's the Breatharian perspective. you're homeless. Have you seen the monks in Nepal? Block, but block. Let's see. You believe in reincarnation? I do. Retard moment. Goodbye. There's a woman who based her cult on that. Look, I'm not saying that I'm breatharian. I'm saying that there are breatharians out there. Then why have juice? Let's pin the comment. Stefan asked, why would a breatharian have juice? I'm gonna pin it. A breatharian would have juice to experience what it's like to be human. A breatharian would have juice for social reasons. A breatharian would have juice to stimulate their natural energy, to remind them of their energy. And for entertainment. Most likely they have entertainment. Look, I'll pin this one too. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny, Jesse? I'll follow you too. Look. Oh, are you in Texas? Look, shout out to Texas, North Texas. Here's what I've noticed about the clones who are triggered. This message is threatening the livelihoods of those who are controlling us. This message frees us and leaves them hanging with their hand out. Period. And they know this. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the live, everybody. I'm getting flagged. I'm gonna go home and make some juice. And I appreciate the support. Everybody follow me. I can only say so much on the live. I must go now, everybody, before I lose access. Much love to you all. Follow the live. I love everybody in here. You're all beautiful beings, even the haters. And I will be back. Trust, I will be back. Join the Holistic Network. Message me. If you want me to follow you back, please message me. I love everybody in here. TikTok definitely doesn't like it. And that's why I do it even more. And I won't stop. I'll be transferring these lives to YouTube, to Instagram. The work that is being done here will be shared with others. The message will get through no matter what. I live in North Texas. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God. Okay, guys. I'm gonna leave the live. I'm gonna leave the live. When I see the M word, I know that I've triggered too many parasites and I must go. Follow the page. I'll follow you back. I love everybody in here. Thank you guys for your support. I love you guys. You're perfect. You're perfect the way you are, but let's implement fasting to defeat the clones. Start